When I speak to a parent for the first time whose son or daughter has been accused of a crime, typically that person is distraught, perhaps disbelief, perhaps anger, almost always sorrow and angst and concern. These are different from adult cases. These are situations where somebody's child, somebody's whole life has been accused of doing something wrong. And whether the child made a mistake, as children do more often than adults, or whether that child's been wrongfully accused, there's always going to be concern first and foremost about that child's well-being. And typically it's not just the initial parent I speak with, but the entire family that kind of rallies around the child and needs to figure out what's the best course forward to, number one, protect my child now, and number two, make sure that their future is not in jeopardy. The biggest mistake that we want people to avoid when their child is accused of a crime is assuming that the system is going to work out in their child's favor. Okay, so oftentimes when adults are dealing with accusations, it's in their best interest not to speak. The same goes for children in that law enforcement isn't there to help the child, they're there to build a case. We see this issue more common with juveniles than we do even with adults, because sometimes parents with their heart in the right place say, look, it's important to be honest and go talk to the investigators, and whatever questions they have, answer them, because that parent is thinking, I'm teaching my child a lesson and I'm doing what I believe is right. What they don't realize is that their child's words can be manipulated. They can be more susceptible to leading questions from detectives. They're vulnerable, and they're more vulnerable than adults are in that circumstance. So with juveniles, even much more so than adults, it is imperative not to speak with detectives, with principals, with anybody but a lawyer or their parents, because those other people are probably not going to have that child's best interests as far as a criminal offense or the long-term future at heart.